Hey, listen. Well, we just saw someone fade out of existence in front of us, so...
Well, his body's there.
No, Ambi meant the person in front of us.
The guy who was blocking the way, just sort of
Mido?
And there he is.
Oh, there he is again. Oh,
Oh my god!
For some reason, the game loaded and then immediately unloaded him when we zoned in. Yeah, this honestly doesn't look good for Link.
Get it together, Mido.
I mean, I would blame Mido, because it's obviously the Deku Tree died to get away from his face.
David True is like, Mido won't let me live, so I'm just gonna ollie out of it.
Mido won't let anyone else come see me, and I'm really tired of seeing Mido's face, so I'm just gonna die. Like, that's better. It's better for me.
Let's see if there's anything worth buying here.
Honestly, this is an ugly-ass Kokiri. Who birthed them? Who birthed the Kokiri? Did they just sprout out of the ground? Like weeds?
The Deku Tree?
I'm gonna say this is the turnip Kokiri.
Yes. I accept that.
I mean, I think that they probably came from the ground, because they all have faces that only a mother could love.
Except Saria, with her yaoi hand. And I think Fado is technically supposed to be cute. So,
yeah.
the little pigtails.
I don't know, some of them don't look too bad, but some of them look really, really off.
Do you mean the ones that don't look bad are the ones that have the hair covering their face? If so, that's cheating.
So here's something that we didn't get to the first time around, when we had the technical difficulty, so this will be new for you, Ambi. We're going to check out what's up here before we head to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah!
Ooh, the
Lost
sorry.
Woods.
Darkness suddenly invades the forest.
Well, Navi tries to keep us on track, but we're not going to do that.
Fuck you, Navi. I make my own rules.
It has an eye on it.
It's just an in-game alarm clock.
Yeah.
Clock, not alarm. Fuck.
Bizarre.
I know you guys can't see me, but I'm dancing.
I think we all see.
Same. Yeah. I'm also dancing.
This is going to be stuck in your head forever, Ambi.
Yep.
Oh, it's a guy.
Oh no.
Oh, bye.
It ran away.
And here's a thing in the ground.
Kind of like a switch, but already pressed. Oh boy, that's a long way down. Oh boy. Oh, falling damage isn't real.
That's a different looking Deku Scrub.
The Deku man. He's Deku scrub. I totally got
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
And here's why he's called a business scrub. Ah, don't have the money for it.
Oh man. Oh god. I gasped so hard, my throat is dry.
That was nice. That was nice.
I thought you were joking when you said he was the business scroll.
I was! I really was! So I'm like, oh, it's an older Deku scrub, so it's a Deku man, so it's a business scrub. Kind of like, you know, Business Navi, that joke. Oh
Yeah.
man, I totally pulled like a Jake Peralta face of like happiness.
Oh,
Did we get lost in the Lost Woods?
badly? Let's try that one again.
Let's check it out.
Well, that's interesting. So while we're out here, I'm going to go ahead and build up those 40 rupees.
You know what I actually think
grass.
And there we go.
Oh, good job. You know what I think is interesting about that is that they always say, like, Kokiri children shouldn't go into the Lost Woods because you'll get lost and you might turn into a Skulltula. Or a Skull Children kind of thing, whatever, Skulltula. Not a Skulltula. Fucking Skull Kid. Or Skull... Fuck, I can't remember the term.
I think you've got the right idea there, but I think the idea is that the Kokiri are the only ones that can go in the Lost Woods safely. That if a normal kid goes in there, they turn into the monsters.
Okay, because, like, I can't remember exactly the myth behind it, but
Yeah.
just that, like, even though you should get technically lost in the Lost Woods, the forest always directs you back to the beginning.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the Kokiri kids can't actually leave the woods, or they'll die.
Sure.
Which means that Mido's exile of us is pretty harsh.
He wants you to die, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty dark.
Yeah. Which means it's probably not good for us either.
I like that he knows we're on a quest.
Yeah.
What? Plenty. And he gave us 10 for free. And also gave us some
Some rubies
some
back.
cash
Yeah.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
cash back.
Gotta love cashback rewards.
That's a refund.
So the person dancing on like the stick in there, can you knock them down with the slingshot or?
You can't really interact with them that well, but I am going to sneak up close enough to at least get a Navi read on them. I think. Maybe I don't.
Nope. I think past you decided nope.
Oh,
That's
we can go this way this time. I'm pretty sure we got thrown out of the woods last time we tried to. Do
that was a different branch.
Oh.
We went a different path here and got this bullseye thing. We're getting 30 points a hit, which is good, maybe. I'm not sure what
You
the
get
scale
like
is for
50
this.
or 40. Like you're
So
kind of
confused.
heading off center.
Yeah, maybe if I move a little bit closer.
Nice timing. Current and past is right.
Oh, 100.
Nice.
Oh.
Hey!
Well, okay.
Oh,
Quite handy.
so
Slingshot upgrade.
they're increasing our carrying capacity. This seems
Yeah.
like a nice place.
Yeah.
Down we go. There's so much gold and grass. Or gems and grass.
Yeah.
Rupees. Whoa. Hello. Are they playing instruments?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Like little flute.
Are they the ones playing the theme tune?
Could be. In fact, they probably are. That's my new headcanon. Here we go.
Skullkid.
And yes, that is what happens to kids that get lost in the forest.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I was wondering. So like,
Yeah.
why does the forest redirect us back? Like I was wondering if maybe there's an in-store explanation for that. When, you know, Kokiri turned into that.
Maybe? Although it's just the Hylian kids that get that fate. The Kokiri, since they're connected to the forest, they're okay. And hey, bugs.
I thought it was that, like, if they leave the forest, they die.
Yeah, the Kokiri, if they leave the forest, they die. And Hylian kids, if they get lost in this forest, they have a fate worse than death?
They turn into odd skull things.
Yep.
I'll have to play a flute forever. Oh. More rocks to bomb.
Well, that's interesting.
Rocks to bomb.
So you notice it's a little bit of a trick with these exits. That one, it was just solid black when we ran up to it. But the ones that don't redirect you, they fade out when you get close instead.
And that's the trick.
Yep.
Ooh, a pool. Is this like the pool that we have to throw money into?
Well, it looks like there's already money there.
Oh. It's the
That's
pool that
what
someone
other
else has
people-
thrown money into.
Yeah.
Can't quite dive deep enough to reach it, though.
Well, the rupees do point as an arrow towards the tunnel down there.
So, I don't know if this is going to be a spoiler, but I'll try to avoid. So,
Right.
Idran, what do you think of Skull Kids in the way they're, like, drawn or whatever, designed in Ocarina of Time compared to other games?
I'm assuming you're talking about the somewhat questionable face design.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it looked like the ones in this don't have a mask, so...
I really like these Skull Kids because I think they're really cute, as opposed
Yeah.
to other games,
Like, they look
which is just,
about
like,
the
fucking
same...
terrifying.
Like, they look almost the same, except for, like, these ones don't have, like, the mask.
Yeah.
But isn't the mask, like, a crucial story element, if I remember?
Oh, you're thinking of
Vaguely.
Majora's Mask stuff.
Yeah, the Majora's Mask Skull Kid.
Okay.
The famous Skull Kid.
I think Roxie
These
might be
Skull
talking about Skull Kids in other games.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Not
Yeah,
Majora's.
where they look creepier in other games,
Oh,
not so
yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
They basically look like the moon from Majora's Mask.
Yep, so you said right there, Kokiri will die if they leave the forest. So, like I said, Mido basically just gave us a death sentence by saying we had to leave.
Alright, Mido.
Well,
I'm just doing what you said.
on his head be it.
She apparated.
All
Yeah,
the
we
cookies are
hand
really,
sorry,
really fucking stealthy.
She's green. She blends in with everything.
Oh.
Wow, way to remind me.
Well, until we die.
Oh, Kokiri
Because-
don't die.
Oh no,
Except
but we
when
will.
they leave. Oh yeah, we
We
will
will
die.
die.
She won't. She'll live on forever with us being gone for eternity.
Yeah, she's like, we'll be friends forever, and you're like, well, until we die.
Yeah. Although there is a question for that, because I think it suggested that it's the Deku Tree's protection that keeps the Kokiri from being harmed by outside forces. So...
I think that's brought up in Wind Waker, too?
yeah. So this might be bad for them.
So you just killed all of them, and that's
Well-
why Mido's like, fuck off and die.
They think we killed all of them, yeah. Ganondorf is the one that really did it, which... I love how villainous Ganondorf is in this, how subtly villainous, because you don't really connect that until later, and you know that Ganondorf had to know that that was the case. I mean, he's a wizard. He's researched this stuff. He knows what would happen if he killed the Deku Tree.
Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, the conceit that, you know, wizards know what they're doing seems off to me.
Look at
I guess
her
that is a
face.
fair point.
Rejection?
Yeah,
It's like a rupee.
What?
the shape of her face.
How dare you! She's a beloved video game character. You and your crooked faces. Fuck off.
Rupees are also beloved.
Oh, they are not. You know it. No, they're not beloved because at some point your wallet is too small, so every time you find a rupee, you're like, God damn it.
That's true. Which is especially annoying in later games where you can't take rupees from a chest if your wallet's full. So you have to just leave the chest unopened.
Yep.
It's an L.
Aren't you
Mustache man.
glad you saw me? Damn it, I butchered that. Edit that later in post, please.
I promise that I will.
I like when he turns his head.
Yeah.
It looks like a completely different face. Like he has a mustache and like his nose and beak becomes like another different nose. And the little sort of beard thing is becoming a second pair of eyes.
Hey, Idran, do you believe the theory that he is like
The other guy?
Yeah.
I do, and I think that's actually been confirmed. I think Hyrule Historia actually said outright that it was.
Ooh, okay. I want to go get my book now. Damn it.
You'll know who we're talking about later, Ambi. And by the way, this is the guy that does the mean prompt trick.
Yep.
Where it defaults
Did you get
on...
all that?
Yep.
No.
Not only that, but he swaps from message to message what no and yes mean.
What
It's
is
our map. So we've got
There's a lot
two
of
flashing
empty
spots
space.
on it, too. Yep. and we'll be filling it all in. For now, like I said, we've got 2 flashing spots. We've got Hyrule Castle up to the north. Yeah, to Simon do a tree first. And we've got his place in the middle.
Oh, we've got this
thing.
Terrifying thing.
Roxie freaked out about me trying to kill this thing before, so I had to do it again this time.
Oh god, don't rub it in my face that you can do it! it terrified me when I was little, because it was just so strong and
It's a pretty
powerful.
terrifying monster. A peahat.
Fucking peahat. Like, I would try to run away. That's all I could do.
Link has some great flips, though.
He does.
Some sweet
good
flips
flips.
there.
Z targeting, my friend.
There he goes.
I love
Oh.
that it explodes. Oh, it explodes into skeletons. Oh no, those just arrived because
Yeah.
of the Hyle.
Aha! Idran. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have to look this up. It said
Yeah.
that non-Kokiri who enter the woods become Stalfos upon being lost.
The adults become Stalfos.
Let me read the next
Water
sentence.
Stalfos?
Sorry, go ahead.
However, there's speculation about whether or not Kokiri or Hylian or whatever children turn into Skull Kids. It's more plausible that Kokiri turn into Skull Kids due to the fact that they stay children for their whole lives, but also because
Oh.
Stalfos never appear within the Lost Woods, as well as that there already exists Stalfos.
That's fair. I could see that, yeah. I was just wondering because you do at one point encounter, and not the big problem that you might be thinking of, but you do encounter Kokiri in the Lost Woods. At least once.
Yeah, once. Oh, that's so good.
And yeah, here we've got Stall Children. And to answer your question, Ambi, Stalfos, that's the Zelda name for skeletons. Oh, it's got a big Stall child there. If you kill enough of them, a giant one appears.
Ocarina of
Is there
Time
any
does a lot
significance to the
of...
giant one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time does a lot of really good stuff with the dead.
Yeah. You might remember Stalfos from Link to the Past, Ambi. Those were the giant skeletons that you had to knock down and then blow up. Or those were Stalfos Knights, and then there were also the normal Stalfos that just either jumped around when you swung at them, or threw bones at you, or that sort of thing.
Those assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their skelly heads.
Yeah.
How-
So here we've got that destination in the middle to head to. It looks pleasant.
Is it a farm of some sort? Like, it looks like a very high-walled farm.
You're so
Like,
bad.
that's impressively high walls.
Now, not walls. It's just on a ridge, which is probably good for safety.
A ranch.
Also looks bigger on the inside.
Some good ass horses. Yeah, there.
It does look bigger on the inside, you're right.
So is it the TARDIS?
Yes.
Oh, branches.
Yes.
Mazes. Smash the mazes. Yes.
The Boz.
I say Vosy.
How is it? you couldn't agree with either of us.
Cows.
Good cows,
Good moves, too.
right?
That's a good cow moo.
That is premium cow milk. That's how you know it's premium milk.
What a disconcerting, like, camera change.
A little bit.
Whoa. Lots of chickens.
Kukos, Ambi. Kukos.
Kukos.
That one animal has a different name in Zelda for some reason.
What a lot of fantasy chickens.
They're brand.
Still got-
They are brand name chicken.
Yes. Kuko TM.
Man, we are really, really short.
We're a kid.
Well, we're short, but also whose bedroom is it that like we can reach? Like our head barely grazes the top of that drawer.
Yeah, like... I understand we're short, but I don't think most kids are, like, 3 foot tall.
No, yeah, they are.
Have you seen a child recently?
Yeah, they're, like, 4 foot tall.
Well, they've grown
Older
big
kids.
here. They
Kids start out small and then they get bigger.
Oh.
You know what would really freak you out, Ambi? Someday you need to see a baby.
Oh, hey, it's, eyebrows.
It's not Luigi.
Oh, yeah, that's one.
Ingo. Ingo and the Go-Go's.
No, the Go-Go's is a different game, Roxie. Got a good mustache twitch.
It's a good mustache.
And eyebrow twitch.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he hasn't slept because he has those bags under his eyes.
Looks like it. He's the guy that has to put in all the work in this place because his boss is just lazy, sleeps all the time.
So his boss sleeps all the time and he never sleeps.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not ever.
It's a fair balance. Oh, spider.
Does that ever happen to you whenever you... Oh, it was a gold one. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Whenever you kick trees, giant spiders fall out.
Only once in a while.
I don't go around.
It seems like
kicking
it would be a
trees.
massive threat to the horses there.
Horses will just kick it down.
Horse kicks a tree, a bunch of spiders come out, and those are big ass spiders.
Yeah.
I fear for the horse's safety.
You don't want to mess with horses, though.
Oh no. Terrible creatures.
Don't you have experience riding horses?
Yeah, that's why I'm experienced enough to know that they're terrible creatures.
I did not know that, Ambi. I rode a horse once.
I like horses.
I used to have like a nice scar around the thumb on my right hand, where a horse tried to bite off my thumb.
That would give you a bad opinion of horses, I imagine.
Well, they say horses are good judges of character.
I mean, the people who say that have never been near a horse.
I have been near plenty of horses, and they love me.
I think just horses are assholes. Horses are assholes.
Well, I sing to my horses, so maybe that's why they like.
Maybe. We'll have to keep that idea in mind. That might be helpful.
So how are you gonna do this one?
Well, just some pole block mania. Yeah, but I got it cleared out completely just to make everything even.
Nice. I think there's
Beautiful
like
camera work.
secret grotto or something.
Almost. There we go.
There you go. So nice and even, naturally.
See, he fits. Just barely.
Hey, a piece of a heart container. I was going to say, the heart containers seem almost like magical artifact things.
Yeah.
That store additional life energy, whatever.
Yeah. The heart pieces like this, I kind of just think of that as a gameplay mechanic thing. I don't think that like heart pieces actually exist in the Zelda universe. If that makes sense.
No, I reckon they exist.
It's mostly just because you just find them laying around places and you get them as rewards for like
Beating bosses.
games or beating bosses. I can see
like
that.
like mini games and stuff in the arcades and shit.
Yeah.
Like by beating a boss, you sort of like nab their heart container, their artifact that contains the extra life force that makes them really hard to kill.
Yeah.
Isn't there
And then
like
the heart pieces are sort of like broken ones.
Yep. So we're gonna jump to night here for some exploration.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure there's like a secret room or something to the left of the tower.
Is there? I'll have to come back here because I didn't take a look at that in this video. But
Is that a sculpture?
Yep. Out of reach from... Well, not out of reach of the slingshot, but out of reach of the token, so not much point in cutting it down now.
Yeah, and the cool thing is if you can't cut it down now anyways,
Whoa.
like
Jesus.
like if you were to cut it down, it would still be there. It would just respawn.
Yeah.
until you
Yeah.
get the token.
And yeah, at night here, we've got some flying enemies, the Gways.
Guai. I say guai.
Gwai. Gwai sounds better.
Guai.
Because then they're nasty guys. Rude guys.
Why would you say guai?
But these are basically the equivalent of Link to the Past crows. Very annoying, do more damage than they should, and hard to get a good beat on through the way they fly around. And here is Skulltula, it's on the other side, which is a little annoying. Need to run out and back around now. Whoops on my part.
And the sky is getting clearer too. At least it looks like that. I can't remember if it changes to night.
I don't think it does. I think it's just
yeah,
where
you have to leave. Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
leave the ranch for it to do that.
I think it's just dusk, so it looks a little bit lighter than it normally does when it's deep night.
Deep night.
Deep grow. Oh no.
There it
He's
is.
going to just hang out. Or stab it to death, or cut it to death.
Hey,
Cut it down.
we got a token.
Yep.
Is there an area we can see like the amount of tokens we have? Is it in the inventory? Or...
Yep, it lists them in the menu. I'll probably show that later on. Not in this video, eventually. So, back out. We head our way to Hyrule Castle. Not much else we can do at the ranch right now. We're just going to avoid the stall children. And if you run on the road like this, then they don't spawn. Which is actually a subtle reference to Zelda 2.
Oh,
Electric Boogaloo.
In Zelda 2, in the world map, there were roads, and if you stepped off the road, it would spawn enemies around you. And let's skip today. That
That is so good. What the fuck?
Thank you. I told you I did some fancier stuff in this one.
I'm impressed. Yeah, I said it for the audience. I'm impressed.